Just a quick video. I just got a question asked on Facebook about the Marty's fuel system I put on this. If I had finished it yet. Sorry, I only have one video up. I actually have like 30 or 40 videos I've recorded. I just haven't had time to put them up, and I don't have a video editor, so I don't know. I don't have a good video editor. Some stuff I want to edit out, some stuff I want to patch in, and I just don't have a good one yet. So if you know of a good one, let me know. But anyway, on to the fuel system. Let me get my makeshift lighter here. Here's the regulator. As you can tell, this is the fuel line coming from passenger head. The kit does not come with this silver piece here. I actually got that off of a 96 model Explorer. It goes on the spark plug wires as a shield, heat shield. Since these are rubber hoses, I didn't trust it right by the hot side of the turbo, so I slid it over there as extra protection. The hose clamps they give you, if you can look, I used a pedestal bolt and bolted it down. And I don't know if I can see it. There's the fuel system right there. It comes up. That's the feed side actually. Mine, they have it set up to where it feeds. This is my feed. This is actually a T, and those are original bosses for the fuel bowl. I made some bolts cut, and these brackets, these you see here, didn't come with the kit. I had these laying around, so I wanted it up off the engine valley. So these are some giant zip ties I have for now. They're bolted into place. This is the return. The supply, let me see here, is twice the size of the return. I mean, it's freakishly huge. The return, so I get this line out of the way, there it is. This is the return side, and it comes up, goes into the side of the regulator here, goes out the bottom. So it's a return system, I guess you could call it. It feeds into the back of the heads, comes out the front, goes to the regulator. I have it set at 60 psi right now. I think the book says 53 for these models for the OBSs, so that's not too bad. I had a few little issues with it. One issue I had is I had a leak on the return side of the regulator. It was actually my fault. I didn't have the nut tight enough. So I have these ran right here, right in through here, and they go down, trying to keep them away from the exhaust. This is the relay to send with it. I put mine right here. I'm going to put some RTV right here once I get the truck going. And a lot of people were telling me, you know, hijack a spot in the box for the main power. I didn't do that. This thing here slides up, and if you come on, there it goes. It'll actually unclip. I unbolted this. I took this bolt off, and then the main power wire I bolted in right here, because this is the main feed wire for all your stuff. It comes from the battery, your starter relay, and it fit perfectly on this terminal. It bolted straight in place. Now this kit did come with a breaker, a built-in breaker that you're supposed to wire in with it, and this line hooks to it, I believe. And then they have another short little jumper. I did not use it. So this, then my main power wire goes here through the firewall, and they have it hooked up this way. Marty's does. And I use this one as for the dash lights, and it's a double fuse, and you know, so I'm actually ordering a small fuel module from Driven Diesel. It runs off of an oil sensor, oil pressure switch, and what it does is whenever you turn the key on, it powers the fuel pump for 20 seconds to prime it, then it cuts off. Whenever the whenever the oil pressure switch closes, it gives power to the fuel pump all the time. So as long as you have oil pressure, the fuel pump will be on. So, you know, it works like a Super Duty. You turn the key on, click, and then when you start the engine, it closes the circuit, and it stays on. Now, Diesel Site has another one. They want quite a bit more for theirs. Theirs is a whole module with a fuel a inertial switch for like if you have an accident and it cuts the fuel off. And it's a big box. It's like this big by that tall. But they want $249 for it. Well, I can get a little module and an oil sensor for under $100, and I can wire it in myself. And I just want to have the inertial switch. But if I really want an inertial switch, I can go to a junkyard, pocket one, and get it for free. So there's no need for me to order their stuff. It's overpriced is what it is. Nobody's bought it. There's no reviews. Nobody's bought it. And it's like, yeah, because it's too expensive. But it runs good. I'm not going to start it right now. I'm lining up the body panels on this thing. And I have a hard starting issue right now. Extended long crank times. ICP is working. The IPR is working. My UVCs are good. I just put new injector O-rings and crush seal on all the injectors. I still have it. The oils, the HPO, the high pressure oil is bleeding off somewhere. But this engine sat for a year. My buddies say it may just be sticky injectors. So I'm going to finish putting it together this weekend, hopefully, and get it started. And a little tidbit information for you guys on YouTube. This truck was originally an IDI with factory turbo put on it. So it was an IDI truck. You notice half the box is gone. I had to do that to get the last injector out. Because on IDI trucks, you have this. It's a vacuum reservoir. And the injector would come up and hit this, and there was no way I was getting it off. So it took me like 5 minutes to get this off. I have a 95 cab, and it doesn't have this on it. It actually has an indent in here. So I'm going to go out to my buddy's place, get this. As you can see by the video, this is my dad's garage. I moved into his house. He moved into his parents because they passed away some years ago. Rest their souls. So this is essentially half my garage now. So I have heat, I have my dad's tools, I have air compressor, I have all sorts of shit. Yeah, and right now I'm in the middle of putting new e-brake cable lines on. So yeah, but get down here and show you the system. Oh. Now that is not a leak. I drained some diesel fuel out of it last few days ago, and it's still on a filter. But this is how I have mine. This hole I had to drill in the frame. This is Marty's. It says Marty's diesel on here, and it has her number. It's CNC'd. Right now mine only has this bolt and this bolt holding this all on. Let me get under here some more. This is how this kit is. This is your feed. Cat filter. I went with cat filters because I like cat filters. Everything's sweating because this garage is so cold. I went with a Walboro pump because I'm not going to go with really big injectors. This is your hot wire, your ground wire, and their kit, if you can see it, it replaces everything from the switcher all the way forward. What they do is they give you two little ends here, and the factory rubber line here that comes off this, you cut the end about an inch of it off, and then you shove this end in there. And let me tell you, you need some ass to do it. And then you make up this short little thing here, and that's how I did mine. And I had a leak on my system right here. This fitting going in here was leaking. I took this all apart, and they have a giant O-ring on this one here, but this one isn't. So I put some Teflon tape on it, some pipe sealant. And I haven't had a problem since. I did the same thing to this side. Yeah, see, that's dry. But the system works good. I'm just going to do the driven diesel fuel thing. That way I don't like the pump running all the time when I have the key on. It bugs me. So, as I can say right now, it runs good, drives good. Well, I can't say it drives good, I haven't driven it yet. But, just got a hard starting issue. Once it started, it runs good. It's just really cranky to get it to start. I don't know what the deal is with it. But right now I'm working on the brakes. So that's that. I'm going to get back to this. Sorry I haven't posted any more videos on you guys. I have a ton of them. Sorry about that. I'll see if I can post more tonight. And like I said, if you know of a good video editor that's free, that will work on a computer, because I have a computer, shoot me the link or tell me the name and I'll look it up. Later, guys.